competitiveness. Two of those three are the private sector, but it's the public sector which is paying for that. It's the public sector which is reducing, and it's the private sector in Spain which is increasing. So I would like to know your views on that, because I don't understand why the people that is causing all the troubles in our country and all the problems is the private sector, and we are supporting them, and we are and the public and the people is taking the blame, and you are freezing the pensions, and you are lowering the job seekers allowance, you are doing cuts in education and health, and it's true that you didn't do cuts on investigation, but as far as I'm aware, it was science that's not going to get is the cut in science.
Thank you.
So I
it
think
is
that's
an important question, but let's now get the answer. Thank you.
Okay, but thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, I have to say again, that sometimes governments have to take unpopular decisions, and I fully understand, sometimes the discouragement, if you allow me to say, of the population because of these measures. But these measures, we believe that are totally necessary to put Spain on a stable situation to recover growth in the future. What we are doing is, is something that any government does not want to do. But we are fully convinced that we do not have other alternative, taking into consideration that the public deficit of Spain was extremely high.
But it was caused by the private sector.
Well, it was caused, but I prefer to look forward, because if I look backward...
You cannot look forward in that way.
Because I have to look for solutions. The government has to look for solutions.
For responsibilities as well. You have not answered the question.
Well, I am trying to answer the question.
He asked why we are paying, the public sector, why we are charging with the burden of the private sector. And what all that you are saying is that you are taking the measures and so on, and all the same thing. But, I mean, there is no clear answer there.
Well, in your opinion, perhaps there is no clear answer. If you allow me at least the benefit of the doubt, perhaps, I have an answer, let me have, I share your views that perhaps, I cannot convince you. Let me try to convince the rest of the population. So, the problem, as I have told you, it was, the over-indebtedness of the private sector, and we know perfectly that we made, the whole Spanish situation when you analyze that the private sector made some mistakes. I fully agree. I have recognized that. But we have to do is to look forward to avoid repeating the mistakes that we made in the past, and to correct the imbalances of the Spanish economy. To try to create the conditions for growth and for employment. If I start to look backwards, perhaps we will miss the possibilities of recovering the Spanish economy. I will not forget about the past, and I think that we should not forget about the past. But what I can tell you is that we have to take the measures that sometimes are very painful to try to have the Spanish economy growing again. And this is the main intention of the government. Also, in the public sector, there were mistakes. In many areas we made mistakes. But if we will start and we are focused only on the mistakes, what I can assure you is that we will not be able to look and to find an avenue for leaving behind the crisis.
Those are no mistakes. It is a robbery. Those are robbery. A robbery. Stop it. My grandmother cannot pay for her medicines. Okay, I have respect for my grandmother. I don't have respect for the thieves.
We have now to bring that meeting to a close. Ladies and gentlemen,
Are you standing here?
Minister, I would like to ask you to wait until I can escort him out of the room. It has been a great pleasure.